When it comes to off-roading, the Jeep Wrangler is truly the gold standard of all SUVs and trucks in the market. As an international icon for conquering the trails, fans have been waiting for the changes that the 2025 model year is going to offer. So tune in as we take a deep dive into how the all-new 2025 Jeep Wrangler shocks the entire car industry. We still have a naturally aspirated V6 engine. These days, every manufacturer is downsizing their engines for their SUVs and trucks, as they are struggling to meet the new fuel economy and emission standards. Today in the market, all the competitors of Jeep Wrangler, which are the Bronco from the Blue Oval and 4Runner from Toyota, come with naturally aspirated or turbocharged inline-4 powertrains. Jeep, on the other hand, offers 4 different powertrain options for their customers, for all needs and likes. The 2025 model is the only one that offers naturally aspirated V6 and V8 engines in this segment. Now, you might be thinking that more efficient and smaller turbocharged engines are the future. But we all know that an unstressed, naturally aspirated engine is ultimately going to be more reliable, and Jeep is going to offer them for the 2025 model year as well. Firstly, let's take a look at the standard engine that will be coming with these base trims, which is a 3.6 Pentastar V6 engine that comes in a variety of Chrysler products. Now, this engine has proven its worth in many applications, and many owners have reported getting over 300,000 miles easily out of them with basic maintenance. As standard, it is coupled with a manual transmission, which is great news for all manual enthusiasts out there. This powertrain produces 285 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 260 foot-pounds of torque at 4,800 RPM. So if you are looking for a no-frills basic powertrain that will get you out to the trails without any issues, this is the engine you should go with. 392 Hemi V8 makes a return. On the other hand, Jeep also offers a 392 cubic inch or 6.4 liter V8 Hemi engine that we typically see in the Challenger and Chargers. But Jeep has announced that we will be seeing this powertrain in the 2025 model year again as well. For all of us V8 enthusiasts out there, this is incredibly good news, as Jeep probably isn't going to offer the V8 option in the next refresh to meet emission standards. This big old V8 is able to produce 470 ponies at 6,000 RPM and 470 foot-pounds of torque at 4,300 RPM. This engine is coupled to an 8-speed auto, and you can't get this engine with a manual transmission, unfortunately. Obviously, the fuel economy is also not very good, as the Wrangler with this powertrain is only able to get 13 miles to the gallon. But you should be expecting this if you're getting a Hemi engine. Some are also hoping to see the twin-turbo Hurricane inline-6 engine that is offered in the Charger, Grand Wagoneer, and Ram 1500. However, this powertrain won't be available for the Wrangler in the 2025 model year as well. If you are a fan of the 3-liter turbo eco-diesel, we have more sad news for you, as the diesel powertrain won't be making a return for the 2025 model year also. Hybrid powertrain for those looking for more efficiency. Now, if you are looking for something that gets a lot better fuel economy, Jeep has got you covered with a plug-in hybrid that makes a return. This hybrid powertrain has a 2-liter turbo inline-4 that produces 270 horsepower, and combined with the electric motors, you are able to get an incredibly healthy 370 horsepower at 5,250 RPMs. Now, this is a plug-in hybrid, which means you can get a decent amount of miles with just the electric motor. With a full charge, you are able to get 21 miles out of the electric motor. Now, this might not look like much, as many people complain about the smaller battery size of the 400-volt lithium-ion that comes currently. Although there were different ideas that we would be getting an increase in the battery size that might bump the all-electric range up to 30 miles, this is not the case for the 2025 model year, unfortunately. The average American commutes around 42 miles, so if you are planning on using your Wrangler as your daily driver, you should definitely consider the 4xe hybrid versions. All this being said, let's take a look at the fuel economy that you'll be getting with the 4xe hybrid powertrain, as this is the reason many people will be getting the hybrid version. In the city, you are able to get 25 miles to the gallon, and combined, you'll be getting 20 miles to the gallon and another 20 miles with just the electric motor alone. However, We should mention that the fuel economy will definitely go down considerably if you lift your Jeep, as most owners do, and put larger tires on it for better off-road performance. Because of its non-aerodynamic shape, the fuel economy on the highway might not be as good as you might expect. Off-road features that truly make a Jeep. What we like about the Wrangler is that many off-road features that are behind different trims from other manufacturers come as standard in the Jeep Wrangler. For example, skid plates and underbody protection for the 2025 4Runner come only with the TRD Pro and Trail Hunter trims, which raises the price considerably, up to $60,000. When we look at the Wrangler though, even the most basic trims, such as the Sport and Sport S, come with heavy-duty 44 front and rear axles as standard for the Wrangler, skid plates, and underbody protection for the oil pan and the transmission. Obviously, the Jeep Wrangler retains its body-on-frame construction, which makes it considerably tougher off the road, even if it does not handle very well on the road. Also, compared to other competitors in the market, four-wheel drive does not come as an extra, but as standard for all trims in the 2025 model year. Now, Jeep has three different types of four-wheel drive systems for the Wrangler. The most basic one is the Command Track, which does not come with a locking front and rear differential, which Jeep calls the True-Lock system. It comes with a manual transfer case that you can shift into 4-low from a dead stop. Another missing feature in this four-wheel drive system is the absence of the crawl ratio, which helps immensely in very gnarly trails out there. Moving up the ladder, we get the second four-wheel drive system called Rock Track, which comes with True-Lock as standard. True-Lock has both front and rear differentials that can only be used in the 4-low mode. Another useful feature is the electronic sway bar disconnect system. This makes the vehicle less stiff and reduces the risk of rollovers. If you're getting a Jeep for conquering the trails primarily, this is a four-wheel drive system you should pick compared to the other ones. Finally, Jeep has the Select Track, which is very similar to Rock Track, but it's more suited for on-road conditions. This four-wheel drive is only available for the trims that have the 392 V8 engines. There is no 2-high mode, only a 4-auto mode that is able to change from two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive automatically for better off-road efficiency. So the Wrangler comes the most well-equipped from the factory compared to other vehicles in the segment. Not only that, but the Wrangler also has the most vibrant aftermarket community for the Wrangler, with hundreds of producers for aftermarket parts, accommodating all kinds of budgets. Many trims for all your needs. Now this is what we like the most about the Wrangler. It is an off-road beast that is also infinitely customizable. We are happy to report that the 2025 model year is not going to have more options compared to the previous years. We've already touched on the many kinds of powertrain options you can get with the 2025 Jeep Wrangler, which are considerably more than the Bronco and the 4Runner. As manual enthusiasts, we're relieved to see a 6-speed manual transmission is going to be offered as standard for 2025, compared to the 4Runner, which is ditching the manual in favor of an automatic transmission. Like the Bronco, the Jeep is still getting the 2-door variants for those who are looking for a smaller and more controllable vehicle off-road, unlike the 4Runner, which only comes with the big and unwieldy 4-door option. Now, a common complaint from the fans was the fact that the 4xe hybrid options would only be getting the 4-door version of the Wrangler. If you were in this camp, you will be glad to hear that now you'll be able to order the hybrid model as a 2-door as well. Let's take a look at the trims and pricing options for the Wrangler. As usual, the Sport and Sport S are the basic trim options, which come with the 3.6 Pentastar and Command Track as standard. The most basic 2-door Sport trim will start at $32,500, a slight adjustment for inflation. If you're looking for a 4-door, you will upgrade to the Sahara trim, starting at $50,500. Our favorite pick is going to be the Rubicon X. This not only has the V6, but also Rock Track, so it comes equipped with front and rear lockers. In 2025, this trim will start at $58,000. Everyone's favorite 392 Hemi is considerably more expensive, however. The two trims that have this beast of an engine will start at $94,000.